It looks like Trump's announcement is already having an effect. I want to talk first about Canada and then about Mexico, because with Canada, the effect is immediate. Basically, Justin Trudeau, has already kind of gotten on the bandwagon. I'm quoting him. I had a really good call with Donald Trump. So he gets on the phone right away with Trump. We talked about some of the challenges we can work on together. It was a good call. This is something we can do. So what is Trudeau saying? All right, I agree to Trump's terms. I don't want to have these tariffs. I'm going to do everything I can to block the flow. Let's remember, it's not that there is a massive flow of Canadians coming into America, but Canada was also, in some ways, for many, many years, the northern border was less secure because nobody thought that we have to worry too much about people from one first world country coming to another. But of course, what people realized is that, if you're some Sikh from India, or you're some Pakistani guy, or some guy from the Philippines or Indonesia, just go to Montreal and then come across the border that way. So we've been having an illegal problem even at the upper end, even at the northern border. And Trump is like, we got to stop it at both ends. Now, the Mexican president, Sheinbaum, was a little more irritable. And very interestingly, I think she is kind of agreeing to Trump's terms, but she doesn't want to make it seem like she's agreeing because, of course, first of all, she's a left-winger, she's a socialist, and she's the kind of person who wants to make a show of being very independent. And so she lashes out on a bunch of fronts, but you notice that none of her lashing out has anything to do with the issue at hand. She says, first of all, that drugs are just as much an American problem, which is true. We obviously have lots of consumers of drugs in this country, and the drug trade wouldn't be so successful if there weren't buyers in the country. So she is right about that. She goes on to say that if there are tariffs, it will hurt both sides. And to a degree, this is true. Tariffs do, in fact, hurt both sides. They put restrictions on one side. If we do tariffs against Mexico, which will hurt Mexican businesses, she's like, Mexico can put some restrictions on America, which will hurt U.S. businesses. And so she's raising the prospect, the dangers of a so-called trade war. But let's remember, Trump is not proposing a trade war per se. What Trump is saying is, we demand that you respect our sovereignty, but not facilitating the movement of illegals into our country. Why is it that Mexico can't do that? And then Claudia Sheinbaum basically goes, well, we actually can do that. She says correctly, we have been already making some efforts to do that.